season test, and these two know all about that. It was just a season ago when they squared off in the season opener. The Irish came out on top, set the tone for their entire season, and now Gig'em would like to have an answer. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Aggies offense will come out first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Got the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now on first down from the 28. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the catch. It's Bob. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Working with big fella downfield and outside. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line, it's Moss. Defense swarming on that loose ball, it'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the right side. Finds some room. And he just kept
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half...
There he goes! He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play and be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Lost a throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Pauling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Wide open spacing. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Perez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Dropping back, it's Carr. A little screen to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Racing down the left side, past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good... Turning it on! The 40! At the 20! Touchdown, Notre Dame! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over South Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught behind the line. It's Moss. Thrust that arm out. He slips and slides his way out to the 14. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On the run, it's Moss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Love. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Concepcion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Reed. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught over the middle. It's calling. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And incomplete on the deep ball. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Did the work himself. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies! Once he got some room, it was over.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Gonna let it fly, and that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Fields. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now the hit knocks it loose. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
I know on offense you're so jacked up and you're so excited. You're ready to go out there, make some plays. There's nothing more demoralizing than when your special teams unit coughs it up. You're like, dang, I really wanted a shot at this. All right, defense, your turn.
The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw, it's Carr. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Under fire. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 13 to Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Out of the backfield, he's open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Turns it on in midfield. Speeding down the left side. Pass the touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Fields. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Rush is on him. Got room to work. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.